How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Welcome to Warsaw High School, SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Sorry for the late start here, had some technical difficulties. Chris Cochran on the camera, Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play. We have Seminole State first round matchup. Penn High School taking on Canterbury High School. Winner of this match will play the winner of Lake Central and Harrison. That is the second match of the day. Winner of these two matches will play at 7 p.m. tonight for the right to move on to the state final played in Indianapolis. What a kick there. Is possessed by Penn, the Kingsman. Out to possession to Canterbury. Ben Kuntz throws it into looking for Getz, and that was Schreiber. Just shielded it out. Good throw in there to Haynes, Jack Haynes, and good possession by Penn. Here come the Kingsmen. Get a foul. Could have played advantage there as Penn still had possession. Referee chose to stop it. That's number 10 over the ball, Cray Smith. Again, this is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. I am Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play. Ball comes in by McCray. There's the freshman Clayton Perry for Canterbury on his line, making an easy save. We do play two 40-minute halves. If we're tied at the end of regulation, we'll go to two 7-minute overtime periods. If we're still locked up, we will go with the 5-minute PKs. Best of 5, winner take all, moves the state. Perry settles down to Haynes. Haynes looking to break through Jamison Klein, but just too far. There's the keeper, Trent Gidman, easily with the grab. 30-29, 0-0 is your score. SummitCitySports.com. Ball's headed up. Good header there. But there's Max Moyle. Pop it back. It's number 7 for Penn, Graham. John Graham's going to filter back through Gidman. Gidman's going to pop it out over midfield. Big boot. Renninger missed the header. Moyle's there. Moyle has a collision and taps it back to Perry. Good defense. Max Moyle helping his senior mate out there. Renninger misplayed the bounce on the header, but Moyle was there to shield. Penn's going to put it back in the attacking end. He's onside. That's number 19, Zachary Lopez, the junior. Cruz Garcia marks him. And good defensive play by Garcia, but rushed that pass out to the right side to Jamison Klein. Out to touch to Penn. Cray Smith tried to pop it into the top of the box. Renninger heads it. Gets the ball. Dangerous ball. couldn't gain possession enough to get a boot on it. Out decline to the far side. Ricochets off a Penn player, out to touch to Canterbury. Canterbury's been in such top form in this finals, in these playoffs here in the state of Indiana, running through their sectional. Played at home at Canterbury, beat Carroll 3-2 in the final of that sectional to go to the Carroll Regional, where they finalized it beating Homestead. Cross comes in for Penn, over the head, and that's going to roll out for a goal kick. Nope. Yes, it does. Rolls out for a goal kick. 28.5 minutes remaining. Perry with the boot. West tried the header. Schreiber did get a piece, settled down. And here comes Logan Lee. Logan Lee, the outstanding sophomore. Look at that through ball to Schreiber with the right boot. Schreiber with the touch and just wide. Good two-man action there by Lee and Schreiber. Lee with the flick on, Schreiber in space, and Schreiber with the right boot. Just far right of that post. Goal kick for Penn and Kidman. Kidman with the boot. Goes all the way back here. You can see Kidman plays that long ball extremely well, a la Cameron Fox. Renninger trying to close down. Moyle comes to help. Left-footed shot goes off of Moyle. West trying to flick it on to Klein. Klein tracks it down. Good first touch. Yeah, just a bit heavy. Lee's going to put pressure on. You got to get rid of it. Lee is extremely quick as that ball's cleared out by Penn. Throw in here, Cruz Garcia and the Cavs. And to Klein. Klein tried to flick it on to West. Dispossessed. Here comes Penn. It's a good looking through ball off of Kuntz's shoulder. And out the touch, back to Penn. Substitutions coming on the pitch. Number 15 in black. Luyando Michaela, the junior. As he'll come back in the right back slot for Penn. For the long throw in down the line, good ball, headed up by Renninger. Kuntz tried to flick it on. Schreiber with good body control, tried to find Getz. Getz real quiet here in this first going. Cross comes in, Moyle, miss hit, Getz out to Schreiber. Logan Schreiber, he's got plenty of space here. Takes it down the line, has Lee. He's gonna leave it for Lee, but West was there. And there's the run to Schreiber, tracked down by Krugel, and cleared out. Canterbury, 25-35 to go in attack mode. Gads back to West, and outstanding defensive play by John Graham, the junior. Left-footed through ball, headed by Renninger. Moyle just got enough of it. Flicked on, and he looked like he was off, but no call. Lopez trying to track it down. There's Clayton Perry with the easy grab. Perry with the boot, short of midfield. Haynes missed a header. Lee tried to chest it towards West. And Klein, Lee, and through ball to Schreiber. Schreiber has space and stopped his run. And they're going to get a foul called on the sub, McCalla. It'll be a free kick in a dangerous spot. 24:40 remaining in this first half. 0-0 your score. Braden West will come over for the free kick. Kuntz comes over for maybe a diversionary tactic as the referee pushes the two-man wall back for Penn to the right distance. 5 Cav players in the picture. Near post, and that's right at the keeper, Gidman. Easy save, and look at that boot. My goodness gracious. He can nail that ball as that comes and headed and just wide left. That will be a goal kick. Dangerous ball there. Pressure put on by Zachary Lopez, as they will call a corner on that. Noah Craig heads to the far corner flag. For the, looks like he's gonna have a left-footed outswinger here. For at the top of the box, one heads to the goal line now, and Micah Craig, some movement, left-footed outswinger coming, near post, up to the top of the box, headed out that time by Klein. Haynes missed it, went down, Michaela's there. Michaela taken away by Logan Lee, the sophomore. A lot of people call him the best striker in the city of Fort Wayne. I'd have to agree with that. Gets to Lee. Lee tried to turn and go, but that defense played by John Graham has been outstanding against Canterbury here in the midfield. Substitutions in. That's Graham Kaufman on the pitch for Jamison Klein. West with the throw in. Looks for Schreiber. Ball gets popped back in the attacking end, but there it was, number 22, Micah Craig. They go far side to Fulmer. Good 1-2 action, but far side didn't continue his run. That was Riley Smith. Stopped his run as Craig popped it into space. 0-0, 22-10 remaining. Headed. Kaufman is going to flick it out. Lots of pressure being put on by Penn as Swinty, he came into the game just recently. Ethan Swinty, he's also a sophomore. Sophomore class is huge for Coach Mock. Coach Greg Mock, as West was just a tad offside. Free kick coming for Penn. Chested down by Renninger. Flicked on by Craig. Craig still with possession. Nice touch, left-footed boot, and goal! Beat Clayton Perry. Left side of the post. In for the first goal of the match. Just couldn't stop the ball. Micah Craig took it the distance, left-footed shot. Nobody closed out on space, and he beat the freshman keeper for the first goal of the match. 1-0, Penn Kingsman up. First time Canterbury's been down in this playoffs. As let's see how they react. West taking on the defense. Too many dribbles. Here's Haynes. Out to far side to Kaufman. Kaufman tried to cross it into Lee. Missed pass there, but Swinty took the wrong angle. Schreiber came back to help. Coons looking for Lee. Lee can track that down, shielded off twice, kept in by Lee. Ball, dangerous ball comes out to Haynes. Haynes tried to one-time it. Spins out to the far side. Kaufman trying to track it down, he does. Kaufman tried a nutmeg on his defender. Wouldn't work and cleared out by Penn. Swinty, Garcia, Jack Haynes, and dispossessed by Penn. Long ball looking that time. Moyle looking to throw in. Just under 20 minutes remaining in this first half. 1-0 Penn on top of Canterbury here at Warsaw High School. Cruz Garcia, big defensive help, came up to pressure. That ball's mishit by McCalla. Swinty leaves it to Schreiber. Schreiber's gonna play it back to Kuntz. Kuntz looks to go up top to Lee. Lee tried to flick it on to Kaufman. Not strong enough. Swinty, Lee, good touch. He's gonna try to release Kaufman the far side. That's a good looking ball. And played out nicely by the keeper, Kidman. .14 remaining. Gets, looking for the cross, ball still kept in, out to Kaufman. Kaufman's gonna put the cross in and just over the top of his offenders. That's gonna roll out here to the near side, cleared out off of Kuntz for a Penn throw-in. That's the hustle once again right there by John Graham, making a difference for the Kingsmen. Renninger is gonna head it up to Swinty. Swinty looked to flick it on to Lee. That's gonna go out to touch to Penn. Kuntz, nice header there to Graham. Graham looked to flick it on. Moyle knocks it off of his player. Throw in Kuntz. Graham with another nice touch, and ball played beautifully by Craig back to him. Good first touch, and even better defensive play by Renninger. Renninger got all ball on that. That was an outstanding slide tackle by the senior center back. Schreiber's behind him. West trying to break it down, and just too heavy of a touch there for Krugel, but he does clear it out. Quick throw into by West, but that was right at Krugel. Good touch there by West. West has Lee, and cleared out that time by number 14, Noah Craig. Corner kick coming for the Cavaliers. Right-footed in-swinger from Lee, the top of the penalty area, and headed out by Penn. Kuntz has come up, plays it off his chest, flicks it back into Lee, not offside. As Lee thought he was offside, stopped his run. Goes out to touch now to Canterbury. Kuntz looks to throw in. Substitution. Jamison Klein's going to come back on the pitch for Logan Schreiber. Kaufman will come over to his left wing, normal slot. Jamison Klein will head to the right side of the pitch as he normally plays. Headed on by Kaufman. Lee gains possession. Tried a nutmeg on his defender, stood strong as Kaufman and Swinty ran into each other. Swinty, nice drag back. Kaufman can play it back to Kuntz if he chooses. He doesn't, he turns, and cross comes into the top of the box. Jameson Klein will run it down, has Cruz Garcia over there with him. Jameson Klein. Good dribbling skill right there, takes it toward the end line. That's one of his strengths, as they'll call a foul on Jamison Klein for the shoulder charge. Free kick coming for Penn. So the assistant referee on the call on that one. Free kick to Penn and the keeper, Trent Gidman. Deflected off of Moyle, comes down here, possessed by Kuntz. Kuntz, once again, no reason to rush that pass, has tons of space. Chested out by Renninger and popped up in the air by Renninger. Wynn gets a hold of it. West with the header. Craig tries to shield Swinty, doesn't. And this is a one-on-one. Can Perry get to it? A swing and a miss. And Cruz Garcia luckily was there. That would have been the second goal for Canterbury. Clayton Perry just came out too hesitant. Needs to come out with. Look for the shot here, top of the box. Noah Craig, left-footed shot. Goal! Once again, Canterbury not closing out on the Craig brothers. That time it's number 14, Noah Craig, the senior, with the left-footed shot over the outstretched hands of Clayton Perry. 2-0 Penn on top, 14:38 remaining. Canterbury not only has not been down this playoffs, but definitely has not been down by 2. Huge goal by Noah Craig. The Craig brothers putting in the work. Canterbury needs to realize they have plenty of time and plenty of firepower to get back in this. Clayton Perry will take the goal kick. Right-footed boot. Flicked on by Penn. Perry's going to come out to get this one. Under 14 here in the first half. 2-0 your score. Penn on top. 2 goals by the Craigs. Noah and that fellow right there, Micah Craig, a Swinty, dispossesses that. Swinty looks for Logan Lee. Lee tried to flick it. Too heavy of a touch there. Cleared out by Stahl. Headed on. And cleared out nicely by Andrew Fulmer, the junior. Ball goes out to Perry. "13 minutes remaining here in the first half. First round semi-state action. Canterbury down 2-0. Biggest deficit of the playoffs. Gads flicks it on. Chested down by Craig, but West came back to help. Kaufman mishit that. Flicked on by Craig. Renninger. Nice header out here near side to Kaufman. Kaufman plays it back to Coons. Coons looked for Swinty, just played behind him. Craig was there, just too heavy of a touch. Renninger flicked it, tried to flick it back to Coons. And Canterbury just sloppy on the defensive side of the ball, which is not what you normally seen with the Coach Mock team. Headed. Swinty gets. Near side to Kaufman. Kaufman, good touch. Plenty of time here for Canterbury. 12 minutes remaining in the first half. West. Ball goes straight up Swinty. That's going to go off his head, out to touch to Penn. Coons does keep it in to Kaufman. Kaufman looked for Lee, but just couldn't reach him. Here comes Penn. Craig couldn't get all of it. Renninger left it to Swinty. Max Moyle. Jameson Klein tried to get it back to Ian Corbett, who's in for Cruz Garcia in the right back slot for Coach Mock. Good defense by Coons, helped out by West. Here comes Canterbury, looking for the attack. Logan Lee is trying to break out on Klein. Fulmer missed the header. Here's Jameson Klein. Klein takes it to the end line perfectly. Right-footed shot and deflected out for a corner kick. Jameson Klein had a hat trick in the sectional round. Once he gets going on that right side, his burst of speed towards the end line is outstanding as Logan Lee will head for the right-footed outswinger. Low cross, ground cross comes in. Swinty's gonna flick it back to Lee. Lee with the cross comes in. Kaufman's there off the head and mishit by Penn, and Craig was there to clear it out. Haynes out, Jack Haynes back in on the pitch. 10 minutes remaining in this first half. Canterbury down 2-0 to Penn. What a throw in there by Kaufman. He's gonna lay it back to Kaufman, did West. Kaufman with the cross, left-footed, Bender. Lee couldn't get enough of a header on it, comes out, Renninger, volleys it back in. Haynes, and cleared out nicely by number 4, Colorado Krugel. Botello couldn't keep possession as Corbett heads up the pitch for Canterbury. Corbett tried the through ball to Klein. Penn just quicker to all 50-50 balls here in the first half. Piece of skill as that's played out by Kuntz. Throw in coming. Schreiner, quick throw in to Graham. Graham tried to flick it on. Renninger was there for Canterbury, but picked up. Noah Craig. Craig, can he get a shot on right-footed boot? Another goal! Right-footed flick by Noah Craig, his second goal in this first half. What a play. Once again, the defense for Canterbury just not closing out. Too many turnovers in the back four. And Canterbury looking at themselves right now, shaking their heads. 3-0, Penn on top of Canterbury.
14,
Noah Craig with his second goal of the match here in the first half. Canterbury down 3-0 now. Ball's played to the far side to Klein. Lee. Haynes will get to it. Vandenacker in the pitch now. Kaufman nutmegged his defender, but Lee couldn't get to it. Ball comes out to touch here. Canterbury. Vandenacker will throw it in. Moyle. Looked to flick it on, but played out. Comes in. Botello. Craig. There's Renninger for Canterbury. Craig put it back in. Flicked up that time by Graham. Renninger does head it out into space. There's Craig. Noah Craig. It's a wonderful shot on the last play. There's an overlapping run and good ball played to Fulmer. Fulmer nutmegs gets and just out over the end line for a goal kick as Fulmer went down. .3-0 Penn on top. 7.5 remaining in the first half. Canterbury. This may be their biggest deficit of the entire season. I'd have to check. Craig came out here to Graham. Graham too heavy on the touch, but regained composure. Back to Krugel, and Krugel tried to flip it on to Botello. Clayton Perry, right-footed boot. Missed header, but Haynes overran it. Boy, the midfield for Canterbury just looks a little sluggish. It's going to be called against Penn on the tug of the jersey. Renninger will take the free kick. Down 3-0. 6.5 remaining. Headed back over the end line, but put back in by Haynes. Went heavy off Getz. Now Penn gains possession. Craig just too heavy. Looking for Smith as Logan Lee now possesses. Up to West. Corbett found Lee. Lee has Haynes. Is going to find him. Haynes look to go on the same side to Klein as that was an easy play for Trent Gidman. Needed to switch the side of the field there as they had Kaufman all alone in plenty of space as Gidman Beautiful ball. Deflected off a Canterbury head out to touch to Penn. 3-0, Penn on top. And Fulmer making the run, right-footed shot, cleared out by Renninger. Still in attack is Penn, played out by Renninger. Kaufman, nice touch, has space. Needs to continue this run. Tries to play it to West, does. West drags it to the right foot, walk over. It's gonna go to the end line. Look for the left-footed cross, comes in, and Jameson Klein was there, but ricocheted off a Penn player. Looked like it went off his hand. No call by the referee. Definitely looked like it went off the hand. That should have been a penalty kick. No call. We will have a goal kick coming for Penn. As we'll have a substitution in goal for Coach Mock. Mike Talaga in to keep. Renninger trying to track it down and shield. Does, but there's Graham. Graham goes for the shot and chips it. That was well over the crossbar, out for a goal kick. 4:12 remaining. Renninger with the header down to Craig. Craig, Moyle was there, back touched it. That time it's Keegan Lee in the ball game. Number 3 in the midfield for Canterbury. Kaufman lays it back to Renninger, plays it back to Graham Kaufman. Kaufman, good pass there to Vandenhocker to Getz. Good possession here for Canterbury. Lee, Vandenhocker making the run, looked to flick it to West, but just played too far out in front. Dangerous ball there, Fulmer. West. It's going to go far side to Jameson Klein, not far enough. Lee got to it, pushed off the ball. Jameson Klein need it, but there is Gidman with the easy play. 3:12 remaining. Gidman has an extreme boot, came down, and that time McCray Smith just couldn't settle it on that first touch. Vandenhocker looks to throw. West tried to turn and run on his defender. Good shield. This kid is just a freshman, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to go out to touch to Penn, called by the referee. Headed on. There's Renninger. Renninger going to play it back to his keeper, Talaga. And the boot looks for Getz. Wynn got a hold of that. West settles it. And lost his footing there. Getz picked it up. Vandenhocker plays it back to Renninger. Renninger back to Vandenhocker. 2:20 remaining in this first half. Another turnover for Canterbury as they now regain possession. West has Kaufman. He's definitely onside. Kaufman's going to get to it. Leaves it back, has West with him. And outstanding defensive play that time by Krugel. Graham tried to play it up to Smith. Smith wasn't ready for the run. Out to touch Canterbury. 1:45 remaining in this first half. Canterbury down 3-0 to Penn. Getz, Vandenhocker, out to West. West turns, has Kaufman and Lee. Goes to Kaufman. Graham Kaufman tracks it down, has Lee. That's who he's going to play it to. Lee, watch his skill on the ball here. Lee lays it to West. West with the right-footed shot one time and far right. Canterbury needs to put one in before halftime to get some momentum going, a little confidence, as Penn has just been outplaying them here in the first half, getting to the 50-50 balls. Renninger heads back to his keeper. Plays it to Jamison Klein. Corbett. And flicked on. That made it deflected off a Cavalier. There's Talaga. It's gonna go far side to Corbett on the throw. Plays it back to Moyle, 30 seconds. I think that time there with the time remaining, you needed to play a long ball. As that ball's played right back to Penn. Botello with the left-footed shot. Goal! The Penn Kingsmen putting the screws to Canterbury. Another turnover in their own defensive end leads to another goal for Penn.
Scored by number 12, Edgar Mateo.
That's number 12, Edgar Mateo, with the left-footed shot. Beat the backup keeper for Canterbury. 4-0 is your score. Kaufman, back to Vandenacker, West.
10,
Lee.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And that's how we're going to end this first half, with the Penn's Kingmen coming out on fire, putting it to Coach Mock's Canterbury Cavaliers squad. We are 4-0. We'll take a short break. SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Join you for the second half. Welcome back here to Warsaw High School. First round of the semi-state. SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Chris Cochran on the camera. I am Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play action. Well, nobody expected this, I tell you, even the Penn Kingsman fans. We have a 4-0 score here at halftime. Penn and the Craig brothers coming out on fire. We have 4 goals for the Kingsmen. Noah Craig with 2 goals, Edgar Boteo with 1, and Micah Craig, just the sophomore, with the goal. That's where we set 4-0. Right now, as this broadcaster is seeing it, Penn just quicker to the 50-50 balls. Canterbury had a lot of trouble in their back four of judging the balls. Not sure if it was due to the wind or what, but they do switch sides on the pitch. So Canterbury will now have the wind at their back. Let's see if that makes a difference. As Jamison Klein takes it to the end line, trying to cross it in. There's picked off nicely by Krugel. Getz, Scheiber. Plays it to Moyle. Corbett. Nice piece of skill on the ball. Out to Lee. They need to pressure Lee. Lee, good ball there to Scheiber. Scheiber had a chance to play it to Corbett, went back to Lee. Lee to Swinty. Swinty left it to Lee. Lee turns the corner, needs to put a shot on goal here, and closed out nicely defensively by Penn. And slide tackle by West, but it's gonna get a call on that. Free kick coming for Penn. Brayden West called for the foul on the slide tackle. 4-0 Penn on top. Canterbury can't waste a lot of time to get on the board. Corbett lets that one roll out to touch. They'll keep possession. Corbett, big throw in. Scheiber chests it down. Plays it back here to Ian Corbett. Corbett looks for West up top. There's Krugel, heads it up. Good piece there by Corbett. They'll switch the field to the far side of Vandenacker. Vandenacker looked for Swinty and played out too far. Vandenacker has possession. Good through ball here to Jamison Klein. Klein, and loses his footing there on the end line. Had space, but was running out of time there to the end line. Couldn't get to it for a goal kick coming for Penn. Definitely tell the wind help holding that ball up. Boteo couldn't get to it. Schreiber comes back. That's a good ball there to Logan Lee. Lee being closed by Fulmer to Swinty. Swinty lost the ball for a second, regains. Schreiber has West. West is onside, but couldn't get it through the defense. Klein. And that will be called a handball on number 7, John Graham, the junior. Free kick coming for Canterbury. West and Logan Lee. Had a similar position on a free kick in the first half, led to nothing for Canterbury. Here's West. He's gonna put it on goal again, this time pushed out over the post, out for a corner. Looks like he may not have touched it there. My apologies. They'll have a goal kick coming for Penn. Up 4-0, 36.5 minutes remaining here in the match. Flicked on by Schreiber, shouldered by West. That's a good play. Swinty. Through ball to Lee, and chipped it in for the first goal for Canterbury. 4-1, exactly what they needed. Their outstanding sophomore, Logan Lee, flicked it on with the right foot. Once he beat his defender, it was all but the marking on the board. He doesn't miss from that distance. Logan Lee, the outstanding sophomore for Canterbury, breathing some life back in the Cavalier fan base as they pull within 3. SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. As we've seen, if you've been following our broadcast over the year, Canterbury can put up goals in bunches, as we have seen against outstanding talent. So Canterbury, West, tried to chest it down, comes out to Klein. Klein's gonna leave it back to Vandenacker, but there was picked up Graham. Graham's had an outstanding match here at Warsaw High School, as that's dispossessed by Vandenacker. Beautiful play. Moyle is gonna play it over here to Corbett. Back to Moyle. And they're gonna call that on Botel. Quick restart. Logan Lee, good quick restart there by Moyle. Lee there. As Logan Lee will not back down from anybody, I can guarantee you that. Just some, nothing personal down there, just some. Just some emotion coming out on the pitch. Players just battling on the pitch, as we'll have a free kick coming for Canterbury. Jamison, Klein, and Getz will stand over the ball. West tried the ground shot and hit far left of the post. 4-1, 34-15 remaining here in the match. Goal kick coming for Gidman. Big boot, and look at the wind take hold of that ball. Knocked it right out to touch. Klein looks for the throw into Schreiber. Schreiber flicked it on to West. West looked offside. Yes, he was. You can see it from this angle. West was a step or two offside. Good call by the assistant referee here on the near side. Free kick coming for Penn. 33.5 minutes remaining. 4-1 is your score. Penn Kingsman on top of the Canterbury Cavaliers. Renninger mishit that. Corbett couldn't get to it. Ricocheted off of Penn, but was hit hard enough. Talaga's there. Big ball played. It's gonna settle to Getz. Getz finds Scheiber. Scheiber has Lee. Saw him, but chose to go towards the center of the pitch into the heart of the defense. And that's gonna be a free kick for Penn coming. Canterbury out to touch. Quick throw in. Look for West. Good dummy by West, but Krugel was there. The senior center back there for Penn. There's Moyle. Moyle loses his footing for a second. Regains. He's going to put it back up the sideline. He's going to go out to touch to Canterbury. Logan Lee's going to throw it into Getz. Alec Getz back to Lee. Look for Swinty. Swinty towed it down nicely. Nutmegged on his defender. There was Lee. Lee needs to take a shot with the left right-footed flick. Look for Swinty. Right there, Logan Lee just needs to rip one with the left foot. He can hit it with that left, no problem. Just must not have had the alleyway to let her rip. Headed up by Getz. Settles down to Scheiber. Flicked on. There's Renninger. Played out. Penn with the throw-in coming. Substitutions in. Oteo out. That's number 19. Zachary Lopez, the junior, in for Penn. And Coach Steve Hope. Or excuse me, Coach Joshua Nakayama. West gets to it. Good back heel. Vandenacker finds Swinty. Swinty just heavy on that first touch, got away from him, but it does stay with Canterbury possession. Lee tried to flick it to Corbett. Corbett battling, left the ball there for a second. Graham's there, and that's gonna go out for a goal kick. Canterbury down 4-1 here at Warsaw. First round of semi-state to the Penn Kingsmen. Ball comes up near side. Flicked on, chested down by Getz. West tried to flick the header. Canterbury needs to get this cut into a 2-goal deficit as quickly as possible. Running out of times, 30 minutes remaining in the match. Moyle with a good flick up. West missed the header. And that's going to roll out, touch to Canterbury. Quick throw into Swinty. Swinty rolls up on him. Back to Corbett. Swinty, not sure where he was going on that as Moyle looks to switch it to Vandenacker. Closed down by number 7, John Graham. Headed on that time by Smith. Falls down. Swinty gets to it, and that's going to be too heavy. Logan Lee in his quickness tracks it down. Good touch that time by Lopez to break up the attack. Corbett with the long throw into West. West going to play it to Getz. Getz tried to flick it on to Scheiber, but too heavy. 29 minutes remaining here at Warsaw High School. Winner of this match will play the winner of the next match, Harrison Raiders and the Lake Central Indians. Settle down, Riley Smith. Riley Smith goes out far side to Graham. Graham looked to flick it on to Craig. Micah Craig, the sophomore, comes out. Jamison Klein looks to get a quick restart. Looks for Lee. Headed out that time by Noah Craig, but down to Scheiber. Getz finds Vandenacker. Center of the pitch. Moyle, Getz. Lee near side. Good ball to West, give and go with Lee, but cut off nicely by the Kingsmen. That was a dangerous looking ball. Klein does get to that. Out to Getz. Moyle, Lee mishit that. Corralled by Stahl. And Gidman pops it out. That one does go over the midfield line, but out the touch to Canterbury. Corbett. Corbett. Couldn't find Swinney, did find Lee. Corbett's looking for West, over the head. Headed by Krugel. Headed over by Scheiber, but picked up by Graham. Flicked on that time by Zachary Lopez, but not another Kingsman in the area as they're sucking back in that defensive shell here. Coach Nakayama getting the defensive form after the great first half by his Kingsmen. Here comes Fulmer. Fulmer shows great attack out of the defensive back line. Fulmer's going to leave it to Graham. Tried to play a through ball that time to Fulmer and cleared out by Max Moyle. 26.5 minutes remaining here in this match. Winner moves on to play at 7 p.m. in the final of semi-state. Flicked on and played out by Renninger. There's the keeper, Trent Gidman. On. There's Moyle, going to clear it. Headed by Penn, down to Scheiber. 50-50 ball. And picked up by Penn. Kala. Look for Lopez. And Moyle will play it back to his keeper in Talaga. Out here near side to Corbett. 25-20 remaining here in the match. Canterbury down by 3 goals, 4-1. Corbett as Micah Craig slips. Picked up that time by Smith. Smith with space, gets close down on him. Pushed off the ball, Swinty. But that time it was Riley Smith getting the ball, battling with Getz. And here comes Canterbury. Braden West has Lee and Klein. Takes a shove in the back, that time by John Graham. And we'll get a free kick coming. Vandenacker, West, good piece of skill there. West goes to the end line, look for the cross. That's played off Penn. That should be a goal. This should be a corner. That is a goal kick. Last touch by Canterbury. 4-1, Penn on top. Subs in Cruz Garcia and Graham Kaufman for Canterbury. And number 12, Boteo. And number 20, Ryan Haig, the freshman, on for Penn. Right-footed boot. Flicked on. Boteo, Cruz Garcia. Semi-state. Winner moves on to play tonight at 7 p.m. against the winner of the next match, Harrison and Lake Central. Throw in coming for they're taking quite a bit of time on the far side. That's going to roll out for a goal kick. 23 minutes remaining. Vandenhocker out. Coons in for Canterbury. Wind starting to pick up a little bit here at Warsaw. That's headed. Shiver. Kaufman got to the head. Shiver looked to flick it to himself, couldn't. Through ball played to Lopez. Talaga comes off his line for the touch. Shiver does get a touch. Has West. Lee trying to find space to make the run. Shiver being closed out, taking on the defense. They tried to leave it to Getz, but picked off by Boteo. Renninger. Look for West or Kaufman. Just down and spun nicely that time by Krugel. Coons looked to play it. Kala. Turned over. That time Fulmer got in the passing lane. Fulmer near side. Cruz Garcia tried to clear it out, couldn't. Fulmer's going to play the through ball. That time to Riley Smith. Smith with the cross. Renninger got ahead on it. Settles down to Getz. Getz looks for Logan Lee. Throw in coming for Canterbury, down 4-1. 21 minutes remaining here in the match. Braden West played out by Krugel. Out to touch to Canterbury. Quick throw in. Kaufman. That's going to be played out by, yeah, that looked like it went off Kaufman's boot, and it did. Throw in for Penn. Canterbury running out of time. 21 minutes remaining in the match. Ball comes into Kaufman, lays it back to West. West has Fulmer, takes Fulmer to the end line, right-footed cross, and picked off nicely by Krugel. He's been there, ever steady for the Kingsmen in that back four. Was that a rollout? Cruz Garcia with the throw in. Settles down to Getz. Penn with the throw. That's directly out of bounds that time. As the wind just is gusting. Fulmer heads it. Lee tried to get a touch on it, couldn't. Craig, Mateo, look to release Riley Smith. There's Cruz Garcia. Comes up the end line, clears it out. Fulmer will look for the throw. Andrew Fulmer, the junior. Pushing the back on Cruz Garcia that time. Free kick coming for Penn. Just another time to waste some here on the free kick. That's number 14, Noah Craig, the senior. Looks like he'll take a left-footed free kick. Some movement at the top of the box. Looks far post. That ends up spinning to the top of the box. McCalla just getting to the ball quicker. Heads it out to touch to Canterbury. Keegan Lee in for Canterbury. Karamitsos, Nicholas Karamitsos, the senior, in for Penn, number 9. Throw in coming for Penn. Shiver lets the ball roll into space. Look to find Kaufman. Kaufman holds it up, lets the run happen. Jamison Klein has a defender beat. Klein, left-footed shot, but right at Talaga. Couldn't get enough on that to beat the keeper. And what an outstanding throw here, but just too heavy of a touch and held and grabbed. Assistant referee was looking right at it, but no call. Out to touch to Penn. 4-1, 18 minutes remaining. Penn in great shape to move on to the final of the semi-state. Cruz Garcia down to Getz. Logan Lee looks for Kaufman. Kaufman tried to flick it on to Klein, and they're gonna call that a McCalla penalty. This is a dangerous spot here, just a couple yards outside the top of the box. West and Lee will line up to take it. Probably have a 4-man wall for Penn. See what they choose. 5th one coming as Cruz Garcia is all alone on the near side. Somebody up the former will have to come out and mark him as Lee and West over the ball. 4-man wall for Penn. Run by West, and West just skied it. Just have to try to put that on goal, if at all possible. Make the keeper at least put a save on it. But here we stand, still 4-1. Penn on top of Canterbury. Big kick out to midfield. Shiver. Corbett. Lee. Shiver, too heavy of a touch, and Craig was there. Nice piece of skill. Getz did get to that one. Kaufman flicked on. Craig does the same. Renninger finds Shiver. Looks far side to Kuntz. Plays it back to Shiver. Shiver, the through ball to West. Good defensive touch. West still with possession. Jamison Klein need to put a cross in. Good piece of dribbling. That last touch was just too heavy and cleared out by Penn. Renninger battling as that deflected off Boteo. Renninger is there. Once again, Kingsman just in the right spots. Here's Craig, has 2 goals. Cleared out. No, Craig. Excuse me, Micah Craig, number 22. Here's Kuntz. Far side to Jamison Klein. Klein is going to look to play to Lee. Just took a bit of a skip on Lee, but he'll track it down. Lee tried to get it through Fulmer. Fulmer was up for the task. Having an outstanding match. In that wing back slot. 15 minutes remaining, 4-1. Canterbury is down to these Penn Kingsmen. Through ball play to Lee, and Gidman, that rolls out for a goal kick. Time running out here at Warsaw for the Canterbury Cavaliers as the Penn Kingsmen came out and put 4 goals up in the first half. Canterbury been trying to battle back ever since. But boy, does it take a lot of effort to battle back from a 4-goal deficit. They've only squeezed one out by the outstanding play by Logan Lee, their sophomore. Lee tried to flick it to Shiver. Played out by Penn. Corbett looked to throw it into West. Comes down to Shiver. Shiver again with the heavy touch, but lays it to West. West with the shot. Saved by Gidman. Right-handed save by the keeper. Trent Gidman, the senior, coming up big on the outstretched right arm. Comes up save. Big save on the freshman West to keep it 4-1. West to Shiver. Comes near side to Corbett, picked off. Boteo. Look for Karamitsos. Craig. No Craig, found Micah Craig. And Micah Craig's pushed off the ball by Shiver. No call. Corbett looks for Lee. And that's a handball. This assistant referee on the near sideline, I don't think has made one call all game. Chested down by Kuntz. Plays to Getz. Getz is going to go through ball. Long ball to Lee, headed out by Penn. Logan Lee looks for the throw in. He'll come right here near side to Kuntz, and Corbett. Corbett has space to Shiver. He'll switch to the other side there to Kuntz. Kuntz is going to take it in the teeth of the defense, cuts back, tried to flick it on, and just going for the home run ball instead of the smart play for Canterbury. Corbett, Logan Lee. 12 minutes remaining here in the match. First round of this semi-state. Logan Lee, quick throw in. Craig plays it out. Boteo's there. Keegan Clark closes out on him. Good play by Fulmer. As West comes to help. And Kane regains possession. They're going to switch it to the far side to Klein. Klein trying to track it down. McCullough's there. Out for a throw to Canterbury. Cavaliers running out of time on the pitch. 11 minutes remaining, down by 3 goals. Logan Lee looked to head it in to West. Settled down by Keegan Lee, then popped out. Renninger. And there's a one-on-one breakaway. And right-footed shot is goal! Kay Prince with the goal, pushing it 5-1. Penn just too much for Canterbury here this morning at Warsaw High School. Once that breakaway came, that's a tough one to stop and a tough position for the keeper, Michael Talaga. But that was number 25, Dorian Clayton, the freshman, with the goal for Penn. And the defensive breakdowns for Coach Mogg and the Canterbury Cavaliers. The difference here today, as you could see, just the air been let out of the balloon on that goal, pushing it back to a 4-goal advantage for Penn. Headed out that time, Richard Stewart. Haynes, throw in, big throw in. Almost headed by Shiver. That was a great throw in by Haynes, but the keeper, Gidman, was there. Haynes does gain it. Look for Shiver. Good touch by Kaufman, not heavy enough by Logan Shiver. Kuntz turns it over, but there was Keegan Lee in the passing lane. Micah Craig is going to put it into the attacking end. Moyle is there, and there'll be a foul called on number 19, Zachary Lopez. Jamison Klein got the header, I believe, but falls down here to Penn. Cruz Garcia trying to track it down, and will. Headed that time by Stewart. Cruz Garcia goes shoulder and shoulder. That one's going to be called on number 5, Richard Stewart. Tough call on him. Free kick coming for Canterbury. Moyle gets to it. Keegan Lee looking to throw in, 8.5 minutes remaining. Lee throws it in. Logan Lee tried to nutmeg on his defender, couldn't. Moyle puts it back in the attacking end. Ball rolls up on Kaufman, played on to West, and West is just a step offside. The Penn Kingsmen on top of their game here at Warsaw High School against these Canterbury Cavaliers. 4 goals in the first half for the Kingsmen. West flicked it to Lee. Graham. That's going to be foul called on the tug of the shorts on McCray Smith. Quick restart by Keegan Lee, but too far for Logan Lee. 7 minutes remaining. As we had substitutions waiting on the side, Kai Caudill in for Canterbury, along with number 2, Mick Clark, the sophomore, as the Penn and Canterbury faithful give it a cheer as Logan Lee heads out off the pitch. An outstanding season for Logan Lee, leading goal scorer for Coach Mock's squad, leading goal scorer in the area. As I've mentioned before in many broadcasts, Canterbury in this 2A playoffs from their own choice. Canterbury won the Class 1A state title back-to-back 4 years ago. Played their mandatory 2 years in 2A the past 2 years. This year could have went back to the 1A, chose to stay in the 2A to battle programs like this here in the Penn Kingsmen and their rival in Fort Wayne, the Carroll Chargers. 5:40 remaining in this match. It's all but over here on the pitch as the wind continues to keep whipping here on top of the press box at Warsaw High School. Outstanding campus. If you haven't been out here before, the school looks like a castle. And there's nothing but fields and sports activities all around campus. Warsaw, outstanding facilities. Let's look at the pitch here and the beautiful crown on the field. Turf is in great condition. Don't see many bare spots at all, and especially around the goal line where the keepers stand, it's not too bad. So free kick coming for the Penn Kingsmen. 4:40 remaining. Comes in, Mateo there. Talaga gets to it. Cruz Garcia helps out his keeper, Kai Caudill, couldn't reach to him. Cruz Garcia will look for the quick throw in as we have a substitution on the pitch. That's number 9, Robert Davidson for Canterbury, the junior. Jack Haynes with the throw. Kaufman looked to flick it on, but when you're up top by yourself, there's no one to flick it to on that. 4 minutes remaining. Referee's talking, they're just moving the throw in back a bit as Kaufman throws it in. Headed up, Caudill, try to put it back in danger. And cleared out somewhat and finalized by Fulmer. Throw in coming for Canterbury. And that header's no trouble for the keeper, Gidman. He's had a very quality match here this morning at Warsaw High School, keeping them limited to 1 goal, but it's been the 4 in front of them that has been outstanding against this attack for Canterbury. Fulmer, look for Boteo, Cruz Garcia's there. Looked to walk it past and couldn't. Fulmer, Caudill tried to get a piece. Craig is there as Jack Haynes missed it. Played out to touch to Penn. 2:15 remaining in the match. Penn will move on to play the 7 p.m. match this evening right here on this same pitch at Warsaw High School.
2 minutes left in the contest. 2 minutes.
They will battle the winner of the next match, the Harrison Raiders and Lake Central Indians. Lake Central coached by Jeremy Rainwater and Harrison coached by Brian Klaus. But here today in this first match, Penn has really put it to him on the backing of the Craig brothers, Micah and Noah. Noah with 2 goals, Micah with 1, and Boteo. And Dorian Clayton with the other 2 goals. Logan Lee, the only goal scorer for Canterbury, on a nice piece of offensive skill as that ball just about bounced over the head that time of Gidman. But that's not gonna matter, ladies and gentlemen, as Canterbury, with just 1 minute remaining, will end their season here at Warsaw High School. Been a great year for the Cavaliers program, no doubt about it. As they look back at it, definitely will be disappointed in the outcome here this morning. But overall, when they get a chance to look back at this 2015 season, they will see it has been a special year, choosing to stay in Class 2A and taking on all the big boys in soccer in the state of Indiana. So Canterbury High School, as we all know, watching soccer in the state of Indiana will not go anywhere.
7, 6.
As the time does close out here on this first semi-state match. So the Penn Kingsmen have defeated the Canterbury Cavaliers 5-1. SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Chris Cochran has been on the camera. Tim Atkinson has been calling your play-by-play. We appreciate you joining us. Please drop us a line. Check out our YouTube channel, Summit City Sports. It is obviously free of charge. Check out our website, SummitCitySports.com. This has been SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview. I appreciate you checking us out, and we'll talk to you later.
Congratulations to Canterbury for a section.